Sometimes it can be scary to make the first step in reaching out to talk about your mental health, but I promise that the team here at Mindspace are very welcoming, and the first step is always the hardest, but if you have any questions, they can make you feel very comfortable when you reach out.
Over the past 10 years in Mindspace Mayo, we've supported over 5,000 young people here in our service. At a time, many young people in Mayo were struggling with anxiety, stress, low mood and other mental health difficulties, but they often didn't know where to turn or felt that traditional services weren't accessible to them.
So some of the common issues we deal with at Mindspace would be things like anxiety, low mood, panic attacks, loss of bereavement, parental separation, or just any of the challenges that young people would deal with.
I think it's really important because in Mayo we are a rural area, so there isn't a lot of services available like this. So I think having a service that especially is free as well is definitely really important.
Mindspace was set up to bridge that gap, to offer a service that's approachable, youth-friendly and easy to access without long waiting lists or complicated referral process.
But actually Mindspace provides a pivotal role in preventing people actually having to go into specialist mental health services, and can provide them support on our local high street and is very accessible.
So my role from the very beginning is to welcome young people to our service, and then I work individually with them initially to carry out an assessment to see if we're the right service to support someone, and that's just a way of saying that I talk to them about whatever's going on for them in their lives at the moment and to learn everything really about them.
It's really important to have people involved in the running of Mindspace because they can see things from youth people's perspectives, and our world is constantly adapting and we're living in an ever growing digital world, so it's important to hear it from the people who are experiencing it at the time.
I think definitely something that always kind of stands out for me is the difference in people when they come for the first session, when maybe they're really nervous, they're not making much eye contact, you can tell they're really uncomfortable being in the room, and then throughout the assessment and even every other time they come in here, they're a lot more relaxed.
Over the last 10 years, Mindspace have created a safe and welcoming environment for young people to support mental health services. We've worked in outreach services such as Erris and Belmullet, we're there 1 day a week. We're in Ballina 3 days a week supporting young people. We've gone out into the community to support schools, community groups and sporting organisations, and provided those people working with young people on a daily basis the resources and tools to be able to support young people in their own community. We have recently commissioned an evaluation report with the University of Galway through the School of Psychology to evaluate the Mindspace service. The evaluation states clearly that Mindspace is working and making a difference to young people in Mayo.
The statistic I'd like you to know about is that when people come here, 2 out of every 3 people have clinically significant problems with distress. What that means is that clinically significant for a clinician like myself means it's stopping you living your life. At the end of the brief or the short engagement with Mindspace, that clinically significant distress is reduced to being experienced by only 1 in 5 people. And for me, as somebody who was trained in the traditional services, that's really quite extraordinary. That such a relatively small amount of intervention, because these are brief interventions, can have such a big impact.
So the most important message I like to tell young people about their mental health is just to keep talking. I feel if they have anything that's going on that's causing them distress, or if a young person feels like they're just not feeling like themselves and they want to get some support, just to talk to a trusted adult, tell someone how you're feeling.
Everybody goes through rough times, and that it's important to talk about it, and here at Mindspace, it's a very safe and open and welcoming space for young people to come.
Most importantly, I hope we can keep breaking down stigma and create a future where every young person in Mayo feels comfortable and confident seeking help when they need it.
I'd love to see Mindspace expand and to be able to support even more young people and to help break down the stigma around accessing mental health services. I think we're really good at that.
I'd love to see this space, but even bigger. I'd love to see it evolved and never stopping, and young people in and out of here all day, every day, and fear to be gone, and so much funding that it overflows us.
Mind your mental health, and if you ever have any questions, the Mindspace team is always here to talk you through anything that you might want to talk about.